Hi, this is Self Discovery Support, and this is going to be your collective message. Today's message, I'm going to do a reading for, I think it will pick up on something in the collective that's happening, which is how I'm thinking about it. And one thing to remember is that tarot is not prescriptive. It's not gonna define the path of your life. It's really energetic information that can stimulate your thoughts to think about our own situation, our own lives, and the changes for better that we can make. All right, so the other thing is that if you like this format, of course, do leave a comment and subscribe. But also, if you feel like asking a question in the comments that I can address maybe in the next reading for Sunday, I'll do that. Make sure it's a generalized question, right? So nothing specific to your particular life, like names or dates or anything like that. But you can ask, about your situation in a kind of general way. I can also make it general as well. All right. So, for example, not will if Tom will come back, but what would happen if people were apart for a while and there were changes made, and would this person be open? You can do something like that. All right. So let's start with your message. Let's see what's happening. Alright, so we start with this intimacy card. Alright, so we've just come through Valentine's Day last week, and I'm sure that's brought up a lot of feelings for people, and I think that's why this intimacy card is coming out. People are thinking about closeness, being together with the person that they're interested in, or maybe some of you have had success in that way. Sexuality. Maybe some of you are, questioning that, as well as, maybe wanting to express that more. Seclusion, and I think a lot of that is wanting quiet time with the person of interest, with your person of interest, right? We do have the situation here showing up as strength. So it kind of feels like, this to me is a universal issue. People craving intimacy, but putting up some kind of block to it by being not as vulnerable as they could be. Because how will you become intimate with someone? And I'm not just talking about sexual intimacy. I'm talking about emotional intimacy. If you look at this Empress and this Lion, they're sharing a kind of intimacy because both have had to overcome fears in order to be that close, so close in relation to each other. So that's something that I'm seeing here. You could have two people who are potentially a great match. Maybe they're not even an obviously great match by looks or whatever it is, position in life, whatever, but they could energetically be a really great match. And it's if that there's those feelings, it's that intimacy, that what it is more than anything is vulnerability, needs to be had beginnings. It says new direction, fresh start, and chance. So it kind of feels like there's a chance here, for people. And it could feel like one of the ways that people show up with this non-vulnerable energy is what's right under it, which is a lust card, where okay, something new comes up, but we move it directly into the space of lust, where there is like, we're foregrounding sexual energy as the main thing, as opposed to let's see, security. Now in this, I'm speaking more generally, but in this I'm seeing a story of someone who is feeling attracted to somebody else, and it's showing up as a lot of sexual chemistry and energy directed at that person. Maybe this person is already committed, secured in other situations, because I do see the barriers card, right? So for some of you, or maybe it's just one person I'm talking to, is a case of being separated from this person that you're thinking a lot about. A lot of energy is going that way, hoping that you could have a new beginning with this person. All right, what cards come out here? Clarifying that strength card is the Three of Wands. All right, so the Three of Wands is a card of looking at the potential. Is there a possibility someday perhaps there would be a possibility? It feels like the thought pattern that's happening here. I'm trying to be strong until that day, or holding back by waiting from acting on something that could potentially bring us a lot of happiness. The changes for better that I'm seeing here coming up is the Ten of Wands. So Ten of Wands is all these burdens that we put on ourselves, because think about it, if you are kind of waiting for someday for your happiness, this happiness you want to have to come through, that has got to be a real burden, right? Every day has got to feel like the hardest day possible, and it does require a lot of fortitude to keep going. I think the issue that we're having here is someone deciding. There's a lot of control in this case. Like, it takes a lot to hold back from what your heart actually wants to do. Six of Pentacles, somebody wants to give to a situation, but they could appear quite cold, they could appear quite controlled and reserved. Vulnerability is hard, isn't it? Like, so if you feel like this is a situation that you're in, maybe it's this is a situation around you, or this is yours, this Ten of Wands is really important for you, because do you want to spend your time bearing this burden of, I'm guessing you want to go towards this person because it does seem like a better match, or a chance at intimacy, a chance at closeness, as opposed to being established. And I kind of want to bring these two cards back out there. None is better than the other. It's up to your values and your life choices. But just notice, if you feel like the established thing is only important because it's just established, and it has none of the closeness, the intimacy that's possible from something else, even if you don't know what that other thing is just knowing that it exists out there and it can have it. Of course there's all sorts of things involved in, like, how you would do, how would you close something that is already dead inside? It's established, but it's hollow in a way, something that's fixed but hollow. I would probably say that that's already ended, you just haven't admitted it to yourself. So whatever your thoughts are on this is today's message. So take care and all the best.